Hi, I'm Shan, the co-founder of Tractor Her Blog and Master Cosmetologist. I'm the one that have you trailing on the hills of beauty, fitness, everything hair, everything skin, makeup, health, recipes. As a master cosmetologist, I often see clients that get the sew-in weaves or any type of hair extensions wherever their hair is left out, and they tend to just come back and it's just all broken off, or they don't know what to do when they're home. So what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to bring to you 6 tips that I think are most important in how you can care for that leave out. Okay, tip one. The first tip I want to leave for you today is I want you to secure your leave out at night. And if you're a person who work out like myself, you want to make sure that you secure your leave out so that it can reduce the amount of heat that you are trying to put on your hair when you wake up in the morning or after your workout. But when you do it after your workout, you want to allow for your hair to completely cool all the way so that it can reduce the amount of swelling, because when our hair is wet, sometimes the moisture from the sweat makes our hair sweat. This will help to reduce the amount of heat that you might typically apply to your leave out. So that way you won't have to do too much blending or what have you when it comes to your leave out when you wake up or when you're done working out. Tip two. Here's where I advise you to shampoo and condition your leave out on a weekly basis. This helps to reduce the amount of excessive buildup of products or anything like that that may be on the hair, and it cleanses that area. You want to make sure you follow up your shampoo and conditioner with a extremely good leave-in conditioner so that when you are applying heat on your hair, you can go ahead and protect those strands that are out. Tip three, just go ahead. Tip three, I want you to turn the temperature down on your flat irons or whatever tool that you're using on your hair. And if you don't have one of those type of irons where you can turn your temperature down, then I suggest you purchase one. Because a lot of times clients purchase irons that only have on and off switch, which only allow for your irons to go up to the highest temperature ever. So if you find yourself having to put your, should I say, if you find yourself having to press on your hair more than once a week, then you want to turn the temperature down just a little bit more. Instead of being at 450, maybe turn it down to 350. So this will help you reduce the amount of heat damage that your hair might undergo when you're just pressing on your hair or what have you over and over again. Because what happens is the more you put the heat on it, it's drying the hair out, and eventually your hair will break off. Tip four. So what you want to do once you turn that heat down, or if you have to apply heat more than once to your hair, just touch up like your area closest to your scalp, because typically that's where you're going to see the swelling. Remember, guys, that the ends of our hair is the oldest hair on our head, so it's the most fragile. So you definitely want to stay away from those ends, and that's why you typically see the breakage on the ends of the hair more than anywhere else. So just remember to just take the iron, touch up the roots, and just leave it alone. Tip five. This is going to be like one of the craziest tips, and probably one that most people don't think about. Okay, so you go buy your hair extensions and you're feeling all the weave or the hair extensions, and you're like, oh, this feels great, that feels great, I love it, it's so silky. But your hair ain't silky. So if you trying to get a weave or hair extensions or whatever you want to call it, and your hair is going to be left out or left to be blended with the weave, and you're buying extensions that are silky and your hair is not silky, then I suggest you find hair extensions that or of a good quality, or whatever your budget is, that mirrors or matches the texture of your natural hair, so that you will have less blending issues. Now, that's one of my biggest secrets now, y'all. So take heed to what I'm telling you. So you want to find extensions that matches your hair, so that you don't have so many blending issues, and so that us as hairstylists, when you come to our chair, or when we are trying to help nourish your hair, even with having the extensions in, that we find less and less clients that have hair that's burnt out. And tip six, the final tip is kind of simple. Sometimes, I know I like to wear my hair straight, and typically that's what I do. I don't do a lot of whole curls or anything, even when I have my weave in. Right now, I'm actually wearing my natural hair, but even when I have my weave in, I typically don't do a lot of texture. It just depends. So, but there are times when a girl wants to have her curls. So even if you don't want to have them, just to switch it up, do like a braid out or a twist out on your hair, taking the, kind of blend, so your hair will blend with the extensions, and that way you don't have to put much heat on it. So doing textured looks is sometimes a little bit better. That way you give your hair a chance to rest in between putting all the heat on it. So those are my top 6 most important tips I wanted to leave with you, so that you can have healthier hair with wearing extensions. Because it's nothing like, for me as a hairstylist, to see clients that come into the salon, they have so much hair when we are taking out their extensions, where the hair was braided up and protected, but their leave out is like this big. Why? It's not necessary. It's not happening. I have personally, and of course I shouldn't have, I don't think, but I have never really remember a time where I was wearing extensions, that I cared more for my extensions than my own hair. And then I never have broken off my hair, which you guys probably wouldn't expect me to do that. But, you definitely want to pay attention to what you're doing to your hair. You want to make sure you baby your hair. So those are my tips. Please leave your comments, your own experience about your hair. If you're a person who typically get extensions and you found yourself burning your hair and your leave out, I would love to hear from you. So please comment, like the post, share it with some friends, some families. I would love to hear back from you. Again, I'm Shan, co-founder of Tractor Trail Her blog. My personal hair site is Shantastic Hair. The Shantastic Hair Life is where you can find me. Research me on Shantastic Hair. Tractor Trail Her blog, www.tractortrailherblog. Oh, I'm sorry, www.tractortrailher.com. Trail everything a woman loves. We want to see you there. Follow us on Instagram at Tractor Trail Her. Follow us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook at Tractor Trail Her. On Twitter, we are TRCTHERTRAILHER. So find us, like us, follow us, share with us. We want to hear from you guys.